They do have so much magic damage. Even Volibear does a lot of mixed damage.
Yeah, anyways, it seems like Siren Prince didn't care about the team comp at all. I mean, maybe a little bit on the bot side, but it seems like they are just they picked up the champions that they are good on, comfort picks, you know, more than team comp. So I guess they're believing in more in their individual skills than the team comp. But in the other hand, yeah, I mean, it's obviously really hard composition to pull off because there is no CC, AD/AP balance is broken, and like,
yeah. And having no CC from the jungle actually makes things really rough, right? Because if, you know, if Kuma finds someone roaming the river or something like that, he's not going to be able to proc anything to allow Kai'Sa to jump in and assassinate someone. And it's going to be relying on this Alistar getting really good roams off, but how are you supposed to roam if your lane's getting pushed in over and over again? Because Kai'Sa does not have early game pressure. We might see the Halo Blades Kai'Sa come out. We might see some early item pickups that allow her to shove the wave a little bit more effectively. But I don't know whether it's going to be good enough here. And I mean, Sandbox's comp makes me a little bit mad as well. I mean, I'm not super psyched on the Olaf being off theme from everyone else. But Solo and Prince have sort of mind-gamed themselves. Like, the Volibear nerfs really hit top lane Volibear more than jungle. And so he's even worse up here.
yeah. And you talked about the bot lane pressure, but I think actually Kai'Sa can get a early lane prior against Ezreal, and it's like 2 items on Ezreal. So, I mean, it depends on Leona. If Leona plays perfectly in level 1, like hitting E skill on Kai'Sa, or just pushing out Alyssa on the brush with Q skills, then it can be really great game for Sandbox. But in theory, Kai'Sa should get early pressure against Ezreal because of his Q, you know?
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it's going to go. See whether OnFleek can get around here and really impact his lanes as well. If you're going to pick an Olaf that's off theme as far as late game team fighting and things like that is concerned, you really do rely on him making things work. Early game, Kuma wasn't able to in game 1. Might be able to here in game number 2. OnFleek going to be starting solo on his blue buff. Probably just going to go for that full clear like a lot of Olafs do want to do. As Gorilla's going to get pressured out of this brush before he wanders on in.
Sandbox started to hit the wave first, so this is a really great signal for them. And the one thing Alyssa can do at level 1 is just pushing out the enemy AD carry to have a better wave.
Ooh, Mickey. Not bad. Potions and biscuits available, so Fate will be able to stay in the lane for a little while longer, but good pressure early.
Ooh. First pick by Fate and Gorilla, and not a great pick by Root, I guess.
Yeah, he has certainly shown that he does have, you know, Jin Air Ezreal skills in previous seasons. As Fate, oh no, these minions not in a great position right now, as Mickey's going to take a turret shot, but he's just trying to put on relentless pressure here. Might be a cheesy gank opportunity if Mickey's going to continue playing so aggressively, but he's eaten through all of his corrupting potion charges, so now not likely to be going as aggressive. Luckily for Fate, he's able to lock down that cannon creep, and he's only a couple of CS behind.
Yeah. The good thing is they do have lane prior of 3 lanes, it seems like. So it should be more easy game compared to game 1, especially for Kuma.
Yeah, I mean, priority here topside, not really there, but it's an early back for Ixu. Going to avoid any potential on-fleet gank as Summit has this wave exactly where he wants it. Teleport back to the turret here for Ixu, not wanting to get aggroed. Zonfleek will be able to take this Rift Scuttler, potentially look for some sort of, I don't know, he's just going to go for a drive-by. Chain Lash not going to proc onto Mickey for the second time round. And Nidalee over in this area as well. Bit of a 2v2. So Mickey not going to find the distortion.
Sandbox
and lands the chain onto OnFleek. Good spear. But OnFleek just going to go faster through his jungle now with a bit of his health bar missing.
Yeah, I don't think any kind of 2v2 is gonna happen on the mid side because Zenbach does not have bot lane prior.
They lost mid lane prio as well. As on Fleek. Gonna come on in and try and pressure out Mickey. Spear gonna connect, but Mickey's just denied so much. This is actually awful. He's gonna have to move back to the turret because he can't afford to back now.
This is actually so huge, by the way.
Yeah.
The mid lane tempo is just cracked right now because of one move from Onflick. And
Mickey had it all under control. Utter disaster.
That's the point, and I guess that's the difference between Ignite and TP as well.
Yeah, true. Summit having a pretty good time here. He's ahead of Ixu, and he's just laying down as many autos as possible. He's taken the Unsealed Spellbook, so it's not going to be on-hit cannon or anything like that. As now Mickey is going to go for that back that we were talking about. Cute little Void Seeker is going to grab that last minion for Hybrid, who's now looking for a back timing. Teleport available for both of our 80 carries. So not going to be getting any added advantage for having that particular summoner spell here on Hybrid side. Is Mickey getting chunked now? Like he just, because he couldn't go back, he can't put on any of this pressure onto Fate, and he's even losing creeps.
Yeah, lane is frozen right now. In Salt ult. So I think the mid lane is already having a rough time as they ignite LeBlanc. You have to get some advantage and have some lead from the summoners difference, but nothing is happening. Maybe there was a point at like level 3 or something, but nothing happened, you know?
Yeah, and now Fate, he's going to be able to go back. He's just shoved that minion wave forward. Thankfully for Mickey, he may not lose too much because this siege minion will pick up a lot of the turret autos. But I mean, still, he's going to miss this whole wave. He lost the cannon, lost the experience from the cannon, which is the most important part. Did get one caster creep. Yeah. That's it. But a 10 CS deficit when it's LeBlanc versus Silas is not what you're looking for. As Kuma's down here on the bottom side, he's going to try and search for a spear. The secret has to come in, but Kuma doesn't get his opportunity.
Maybe they were looking for some gank with the Alista Flash, but it's really hard when Leona has exhaust on it.
Alright, Fate finds some chains here, lashes Mickey up as he distorts back, picks himself up. Turret shot, but it's going to be fine. Ward is going to be cleared out here as Secret. He was making a roam around, but On Fleek and Gorilla are here to answer. And man, Gorilla's roam timings have just been fantastic.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the play that I was talking about. They do not have bot prior, but still looking for the plays.
Well, there's the headbutt pulse. It's going to land on Fleek. He does have Ragnarok available as they try and turn it here onto the Alistar. Only level 4, and he's going to get tagged by the ulti. Fate dives in. Abscond, Chain Lash, that's going to pick up the first blood for the Silas, and now Mickey smacked by that huge axe that On Fleek has for himself. Summit, he teleported in because he heard there was a party, but unfortunately, he's going to gate crash a little late. As there's the Abscond, Fate gets out of the way of the spear, and it's gone from bad to worse for Solo One Prince.
Yeah, before the game 1, when Sandbox has the pressure, no one was reacting to that, you know? They were just losing all lane, and nothing happened, but yeah, as you mentioned, Gorilla is moving 24/7 actively, and even though they do not have bot priority, they could make some situation, make some plays, so that was just great reaction by them.
Oh dear. Ixu thinking that he can actually take this one, gets himself a big shield as Lightning Rush from Summit to get himself out of the way. He's landed a lot of these as there's the ulti, flash out from Summit, and teleport immediately to follow up. Root's actually here now, as the plate gold is going to go over to the Volley Bear. Root now entirely out of position. He's going to make the long walk back towards bottom lane. So high value for Solo One Prince, honestly. Fate spinning around here in this mid lane, just having a great time. And this might be an opportunity to take Shelly. Kuma moves on over, gets himself some Scuttle Vision. Root's in the area as well. On Fleek makes his way in, and they still have priority mid lane. As Fate gets himself an Unbreakable Will, and that means that this Silas is very, very powerful. We used to see this all the time when Alistar was still being picked. was one of the favorite ultimates for Silas's to pick up, especially around Worlds last year. See how Fate's going to be able to utilize it, as Shelly's just going to be taken for free. But Solly Prince looks like they still want to fight. Great chain lash damage as Gorilla is going to get into the brush. And there it is, the re-engage, but not great out of Gorilla as he immediately falls. A 1-for-1 so far as Ixu is just going to try and flash out of here, but he's on the wrong side of the map and Summit has caught up to him. Hybrid now trying to get damage through his Fate, very low, down to 300, and is executed. As now the ulti comes out from Summit, but immediately it is taken. Root is going to get caught out, and that's a double kill already for the Kai'Sa. 4-1 now, as Root's just going to get possibly taken down by the Brambleback. Mickey comes in, and that is the kill secured. 5-3. I believe that was a delayed ace for Solly Prince.
Yeah, for sure. And at the first place, I thought Sandbox is already winning game easily, but after that, yeah, this is really old replay, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to go all the way back in time to see when Sandbox did something good, and then we'll go back to when they did something bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the difference between the game one, how they reacted, Sarah Prince and Sandbox, you know. They know how to deal with the no priority lane, and after that, yeah, I think Fate could actually tank it for Gorilla because he has Unbreakable.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but somehow he got focused, and yeah, and the focus is separated right now, and the skill shot is going the other way.
And Hybrid actually just avoids everything, and then goes in, executes Fate, and this is just Sandbox thinking that they're way stronger, splitting up and just getting corralled.
Yeah.
Just much better play out of Solo Prince, and just shows a bit of disrespect here. On Sandbox's side, Mickey all too easily picks up that kill in the follow-up, and now as the dust settles, that is a 2-1-2 LeBlanc, who's now going to be able to catch back up most likely around this lane.
Yeah, and also this is not useless early game Kai'Sa with here. This is
Yes.
strong early game Kai'Sa with Essence River. So I think they have great tools right now to snowball early. And Alyssa is looking for the dive, and this is one of the great chances.
Yeah, potentially. Gorilla's going to try and tank what he can. That's a brilliant arcade shift out of Root, but this is the problem with being the Alistair. Kuma, in the meanwhile, is going to pounce over the wall. That's a good rotation here for Sandbox, just to make sure that their bottom lane doesn't get obliterated. Mickey going to get caught out of position as well, as Fate finds himself a chain, but isn't going to be able to kill the the LeBlanc just yet. Kai'Sa will kill him, though. That is another really nice killer instinct coming out from Hybrid.
Yeah, Hybrid is just controlling the game, picking up all the kills for himself.
So far ahead. Wow. He might be able to carry. He might be able to do it.
Yeah.
He's gone for that serrated Dirk build that we saw earlier on in the season. This is just for early game power. We didn't see it actually work last time.
Yeah, you know. Because last time when Kai'Sa got like 5 kills, full items, still Kai'Sa couldn't be able to carry the game alone, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and also didn't get those kills early. And that's what this serrated Dirk is supposed to do. His ulti comes forward from Ixu. Slicing Maelstrom though, and the turret is going to do some damage again. Now Ixu just going to get taken down. That's a failed dive, guys. That's what we call that one. Now Summit looking for Kuma. Does he have the W available? Is going to have that one as on fleek with just a casual Rift Herald spawn while Kuma's getting away. That was very weird, but that's fine. Just not expecting to grab the Nidalee kill. And they are going to be able to peel off some of these plates also. Gorilla's here.
Yeah, I mean, did they really have to do that on the weak side when Kai'Sa is fed already? I don't think so.
Well, the Kai'Sa's coming in for a gank now, That's what we're looking for. Hybrid gonna find on fleek with the Void Seeker, and that's gonna mean Summit's dead. Headbutt out's gonna delay the kill for a little while as Ixu down to 200 again. I believe he just teleported in and he's already basically dead. That's odd, but that's fine, as Hybrid's gonna be able to grab a bunch of this plate gold, but Root's gonna be able to do the same thing bottom.
Yeah, but anyways, Hybrid is having one of the great game he ever had in Summer Split.
Absolutely. This looks like Spring Hybrid, right?
Yeah.
The Spring Hybrid that we were getting so excited about. He's back. He's showing us that he can still do all of that cool stuff.
Yeah, the thing is they're not afraid to take the fight. Even though they got stomped in game 1, they don't care. And they're actively moving.
Well, Ixu is still getting trashed in this lane, but starting to look like it doesn't matter quite so much. As Summit avoiding that spear was absolutely necessary in making sure that this kill was going to go down, so maybe Ixu not as silly, because it largely had to do with Kuma not finding the execution. But this is where things went wrong, and Summit getting killed by a hybrid here is a real problem.
Yeah. And Kaisa is picking up the all kills.
Yeah, 100% kill contribution for the Kaiser. Terrifying. My god. Now has Berserker's Greaves. The Q well and truly evolved. And is doing lethality damage also. So has a bit of added penetration. Root's going to be building towards his Iceborne Gauntlet as quickly as possible, I think. And it's a game where Iceborne Gauntlet doesn't feel as good, because there is a lot of magic on Solo and Prince's side, like we were talking about earlier in the draft. But when Kaisa's fed, then you have to build armor, because she's going to be doing a lot of physical damage.
Yes, I agree. And yeah, everything is just going great for Saruman. From these skirmishes, they're making it everything fine for them. Because of the Kaisa, I feel like it's just the hybrid being really great in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
And yeah, but there is still a worry though, because Kaisa has no cleans or QSS against Leona and Kennen.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sandbox is still going to win this game, personally.
Yeah,
I don't know whether, yeah.
It's still 50-50 though, because they're doing really great on the Kaisa
Ixu's
side.
just dead. Someone's going to grab another kill.
I guess. You know the script.
Yeah, it's 4 versus 5, man. That's the problem. That's the issue here. Is that siege minion just went to the ether.
Maybe Herald is better right now than Ixu at this point.
Well, I guess. Thankfully, Shirley is on the side of Solo and Prince. So, there we go. They're able to take down that turret. And Onfleek's going to be backing. He's behind by a little bit of farm, but that's to be expected against the Nidalee. And yeah, Summit, I mean, he's going for the Doran build. We saw this yesterday. Actually, no, Doran built the Void Staff second item. I think that Rabadon's second item is better, and that's what Summit's going to go for. This game is like, I'm fed enough, boys. Let me carry, hop onto my back. We're going to make this one work. Hybrid is at 154 CS, but it is 16.5 minutes into the game. These two teams not been farming so much as trying to kill each other in this game.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, even though Kaisa is this fat, it feels like actual 4v4 versus 5, because this Volibear is not going to be a champion for rest of the game, I think.
Yeah, he's just too far behind. And if Kaisa gets caught out, then Sandbox just, they have everything. And Solo and Prince just lost their whole team. Like, Kaisa is their whole team.
Yeah. And I really think he needs some kind of tool to dodge Kennen's ultimate or Leona's ulti, because yeah, I mean, he just need to buy QS or stopwatch, that's all, you know.
And if Gorilla flashes on him and gets his Q off, then they can kill the Kaisa so easily.
For sure.
Just the duration of like Q stun ulti.
100%. Right? There is only Alice who can protect Kaisa from their engagement. So,
but if Summit has flash, then I think he just gets in. If he's got a stopwatch, which he won't have for a little while, he's building his death cap. There's just too many divers that are going to be going for the Kaisa, and there's only so many headbutts Secret can do.
So it's all about Kaisa. Yeah. This is Kaisa's story.
Yeah. Will Hybrid be able to make it a happy ending? Is the question. I don't know whether it's going to happen. So far, so good, though. Here for Solo One Prince. Root still looking to try and get towards his Muramana. We'll see where he's going to go item build-wise. Might be Trinity Force this game, considering the fact that they do want to get more physical damage out of this roster. Olaf going to be doing nothing. And Root is their only source, so Iceborne Gauntlet not as nice, especially when there's so much magic damage on Solo One Prince's side. So probably looking for a Trinity Force this game.
Yeah, but he's a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Towards Kaisa, so maybe it can be actual AD carry difference this game.
Still, I mean, Root is going to hit some pretty decent points as the Ezreal. He's still Ezreal, right? As Solar Flare only going to get the slow onto Secret, but the stun comes through from Summit, so they do get out the ultimate from the Cow.
Better trade for Leona.
Yeah.
And there is 50 seconds for the Drake. And they're already controlling the vision from the top side, using the mid prior to get the top turret and simply just base for the vision control on the Drake. Great rotation, basics.
Yeah, it's good. And Fate's got the teleport, so at no risk of losing out on Dragon priority. Does Root, if he had been hit by that spear, I think he may have just died, but not going to be. As that's a huge CS lead for Fate. He's 30 CS up over the 2-1 and 3 LeBlanc. Still, that early laning phase mishap from Mickey still being a problem here this game. 50 CS the lead for Summit. He's way too fit compared to the Bear.
But this Kai'Sa is just
she's
so
massive.
bad.
She's massive. 600 gold bounty. If Sandbox kill her, they're like, oh man, that's like a gold lead in itself. Like, this Kai'Sa is better than a neutral objective on the map right now. You know, you could get Baron or kill the Kai'Sa, taking the purple girl rather than the purple worm.
2.5 items already, and he is looking for Edge of the Night for this third item. I'm pretty sure.
I hope so.
Their team come.
I hope so.
And Mickey is slowly poking down, and it reminds me game 1 of the this series. And they're just slowly controlling with their abilities. They have some great pokes, actually, you know?
Yeah, of course. Italy, fantastic at that. Sandbox going to be very happy that they managed to get that first Infernal Drake. It's Earth, Wind, and Fire again. As Summit cycling some summoner spells. And Ixu now almost has the Spirit Visage. It's going to get tankier and tankier as this game goes on, trying to get towards being a champion as fast as he can. He had to forego the Trinity Force, as now Summit has found the Bear.
Wait.
It just gets himself a bit of a stun and moves on. I think if Sandbox can just slow this game down, they are still certainly in a decent position. Because when there's just one Kai'Sa, they focus on her in a team fight, and then they can still win. I think a lot of this is, like, watch Secret and see how safe he can keep this Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
As Fate tries to find some of the chains, doesn't get them, as Kuma going to take a lot of damage here from that True Shot Barrage. No kills, just a flash out from Kuma.
And for some reason, Hybrid bought a dagger for the next item, so...
is he going for Double Zeal?
Phantom Dance or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Or Rapid Fire Cannon? Or Nashor's Tooth?
Nash's Tooth would be insane.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would pick that. They've got enough magic damage as it is.
But yeah, the point is, if Kai'Sa gets focused in one team fight, then game is over.
Yeah.
It's just that simple, you know? Sandbox is slowing down the game just only because of the Kai'Sa, not because of any other champions, you know? So I think if they get one chance and one winning team fight with killing Kai'Sa, then Sandbox is gonna get all the control after that point.
This is the Q. And in goes the Bear. Summit is actually in trouble. Has to use the ulti and gets out of the way of the ult from Ixu. Creating some distance here. He's going to need another Q. Does get it. There's the flash. Proto Belt. Another stun. Fate desperately trying to chase after, but Ixu gets the solo kill. And now he's running straight to that death chamber. Teleport. No, he's not going to get out. Fate grabs that kill in the end. So a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
That was close.
Yeah. Not even close, but nice try by Ixu, and finally he's winning side lane. And this is already great news for Sarhawan because they have no more task towards the top side, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, like, after all of this magic resistance come in, it's very hard for Ixu to do it, for Summit to do anything without a Void Staff.
Gorilla with no flash.
Yeah, he's going to go golden. Root going to move on in here as he gets a fair bit of damage onto Secret. Disengage Solar Flare. And they trade half health bar for half health bar on the supports, but flash out from Gorilla is good news. And flash is actually super important on Gorilla. He needs to try and flash Q this Kai'Sa. Now not going to have that available for the next little while.
Yeah, I mean, Sandbox is just slowing down the game, and there's no objective to fight, so actually there is no reason to take the fight here. And in the other hand, Sarhe1 should make some situation, have some fights towards Sandbox side, because this is their strong point.
Yeah, they need to start doing stuff.
Yeah, they need to do something. Or like try Dasher, just pushing out the sideline with Kaisa TP. They can even go for like 3-2 rotation because Kaisa is TP and Kaisa is one of the great champion when it comes to side lane rotation. Yeah, with Oliver's down. You just jump in.
볼게. 아니야.
Yeah, Kaisa was
얘가 하는데 얘네가 해. 얘네가 잡아야 될 것 같아. 바른 쪽으로 가죠. 아, 아깝다. 애들 사이러스 노플
So yeah, they were looking for that. Kaisa side lane. Thank you. They did manage to get the kill. At least one to summon. Still had to tell him. Kaisa spotted. So that was great vision by Gorilla. But yeah, I think Sarhe1 they should look for this kind of play all time. I don't think 5-5 is great for Sarhe1 because still there is one scary part that Kaisa has no stoppage or Kessas, right?
Yep. Well, Solar Flare's going to get the ulti out of Secret. Now Sandbox are trying to wait it out. Unbreakable Will is there on Fate. True Shot Barrage. Get a bit of damage. Kuma will be able to heal that one up with the Primal Surge. Spears going a little bit wide. Now the Phalanx has been put together and we're searching for a flank on Summit side. He has no flash, but still might be able to wrap around this ward. Going to give away his position. Lightning Rush is there, and it looks like the Cloud Drake is going to be taken here by Sandbox, but Gorilla dives on in. He sacrifices a lot of their health bars in Secret. No ulti, remembers. In goes Summit. Only going to find Iksu with the damage, and he ults, tries to get some work done. Olaf going to fall down that Zenith Blade. Unbelievable from Gorilla, who's just chasing after Mickey Root. Flashing forward in Hybrid. He's now the last man standing. He is the last man on Solo One Prince's side, but he cannot do it alone. He has to back away, and Sandbox win the team fight in the end.
Kaisa has no flash now. I think that's the most important part from this team fight. And yeah, that was just great poke by Sandbox at the beginning of the team fight because Alista got forced to use his ultimate and he got completely useless in this team mode, right?
Genius out of Gorilla as well because he obviously was trying to just get that ultimate, right? That's why you throw out Solar Flare onto a champion that inherently can just cleanse it. But that's so that that next fight is going to be so much easier. So, I mean, Gorilla is one of the most practiced Alistar players in the world. He is. It's just, in his Rocks days, even afterwards, on Kingzone, his Alistar has always been God tier. So great to know that he can also play against it, as well as Hybrid gets in, gets out. I mean, he wanted it, then he didn't.
Kaisa got Guinsu as well. Like, he's just way too strong now, but
he's got a lot of damage, but there is no mitigation at all. Like, he is a glass cannon. 100% glass cannon. And he has no flash. So it's like just zero ability outside of damage.
Yeah, and if he's gonna building for another attack item, like a pickaxe to build up Edge of the Night, then they can actually lose so simply. I do think he need at least a stopwatch for the team fight. Or flash, just wait for another 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's all about Kaisa. That's the game. Because Alisa is useless, maybe Mickey is poking a little bit, and Kuma is helping with the healing. But it's still really hard to pull off in the team fight, because they have Kennen, they have Leona, they have Ezreal. They are just ready to take the team fight. And the structure is already just so great for Sandbox. And look how they managed to just win this team fight simply.
Yeah, Yeah, and Hybrid having to flash over that wall just means that he doesn't have the range to continue doing damage in this fight, as we can see. Bottom side of the map, Ixu's trying to do it again. He's going to stop that turret, but he's going to get stunned as well. Summit just going to lightning rush his way out. And Ixu now, Sky Strike, just to try and do some damage to minions. It is very fast with that Q activated, so not going to be killed by On Fleek or anything like that. Sandbox still looking like they're on the defensive, as that's more of Malmortius completed by Root. Certainly recognizing some magic damage coming out of Solo One Prince. And he's got Iceborne Gauntlet as well. This is actually a deceptively tanky Ezreal right here.
Slowly following the items. Getting huger. And I think late game potential is on both teams. And I think it's better for the Sandbox side because of Cannon. And we saw how strong Cannon is in the late game from the last series, DRX versus Genji.
Yeah, right. And it was with a build similar to this as well. I mean, we do have an Oblivion Orb, but it's another Amp Tome, so I'm hoping that that's going to be Haunting Guy.
Wait. Is it IE? Is it
really Hybrid?
Hybrid building
This
up
is the
for
mistake that Hybrid used to make all Spring Split, dude. He just never built a defensive item ever. As there's a Zenith Blade onto Secret. If they get another Unbreakable Will out, that is huge. And there's the Solar Flare. They do get it. The flash forward, they just want to kill the Alistar, and they will. Mickey trying to dive in. We've got a lot of damage out from Hybrid, as you know. Root also going to get dove on by Ixu, and there goes the Ezreal. Gorilla now trying to chase down Hybrid, but he may have found his moment. Kuma's going to be obliterated. And now, I mean, Summit's at full health, Fate's at full health, On Fleek close to full health. And what is Ixu and Hybrid going to do over there in the Baron Pit? Nothing. They lose the inner turret. Now, 28 seconds on the Cloud Drake. Should be Sandbox moving over there. And yeah, I mean, yes, Hybrid did manage to kill the Ezreal. Congratulations, but he can't stand and fight against anyone else because he has no defensive stats at all.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's defensive item, but also it's a great tool to be really aggressive at the same time.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean.
But anyways, yeah, it was great TP flanked by Ixu and jumping in from the Hybrid. But yeah, the point is, if you cannot get all 5 members from Sandbox, then you cannot win the team fight. And it should be the Kai'Sa who is killing everyone. And I think it's really rough right now. No cleans, no QSS, no stopwatch again.
Yep, and no dragon.
No, I mean, he has flash right now. So maybe with one flash, one timing, one team fight.
One opportunity.
One opportunity, yes. I'm talking about that.
Well, Eminem's not going to be able to save him now unless he builds a damn QSS or a stopwatch, in my opinion. How do you know what time it is without your stopwatch?
Yeah.
Zixu is once again just over here with Summit. Summit did decide that he wanted to build a Morellonomicon. I mean, there is healing. Primal Surge is a big deal. Even Secret's got some healing in his kit. And Ixu, he does a lot of healing himself, especially with that Spirit Visage. So, not a terrible choice. Makes me feel a little bit upset because he needed Void Staff, he needed Liandry's to try and stay in a side lane against Ixu. However, I mean, Dems the breaks sometimes. So, red buff going to be taken by Hybrid. He is powered up. But I still just don't know whether he can do this one by himself. Ixu still, he's calling the police on Summit over and over again. But Summit looks like he's pretty comfortable getting out of the way here. That's about 1 trillion turret shots that Ixu took. I think, I wasn't counting. But trillion seems about right.
Still fine for Sovereign Prince because they have silent pressure by Volibear. You know, he can always push in Cannon. So I think it's still fine to have this kind of rotation. But, you know, Nashor is not done yet.
Yeah. I mean, Ixu is so far behind, dude.
Yeah.
But he's still pressuring the Cannon. Because the Cannon had to build, you know, for team fighting, trying to do as much damage to Hybrid as he can, and wasn't actually able to build for his lane in any way that allows him to stay in front of Ixu. I mean, Rabadon's is a great item for squishy champions, but you need penetration. There's the Haunting Guys, finally, for Summit. But he needs that to be a burning face, and then he needs Void Stuff. So we're still a long way away from Kennen really being able to assert any dominance in the lane against the bear. And even then, I mean, Ixu's going to have more items by that point also, so how much it's actually going to affect it is still yet to be known. And this game has just been extended so far, purely by Hybrid being such a problem, who does have Infinity Edge now.
I mean, he is really, really strong, and maybe one auto attack landing can change the game right now.
Maybe.
Maybe he is looking for that situation.
Well, Mickey's looking for on fleek, going to do a bit of damage there, but the chains are not going to connect.
Yeah.
And it's an Olaf anyway, so probably not going to be too worried about it.
I mean, I think with this build-up on Hybrid, I think he just needs to land some, like, 3 autos, literally.
Yeah.
Then
But with this build, it's really hard to land 3 autos.
I mean, hit it or die.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Do or die.
I mean, what he can do is he can charge up Rage Blade on a minion wave and then just ult into the back line and attack move and hope that he kills everyone.
Yeah.
Because that's basically how this build works.
And maybe flash out, luckily, Leona's combo.
Well, E out first, flash out second. You know, there's your option, as this turret is going to fall down. Solo One Prince do get themselves back to very even gold, as we've got 1.5 minutes on the potential Cloud Soul for Sandbox. But it looks like Solo One Prince do have control of the map.
Yeah, and Root finally finished his Borg, so Ezra is also really fat at this point.
Yeah, he's huge. He's also got a stopwatch. That's an item that's also in Hybrid shop, by the way. 600 gold from the shopkeeper. Definitely a good one.
Yeah. Better than that ugly sword, I guess.
Yeah, that Serrated Dirk's doing absolutely nothing at this point in the game for Hybrid, especially not against a blue Ezreal. Sandbox get control of the Baron Pit once again, and you can see Summit does have teleport, Ixu also. And he's actually going to find Summit as he rotates around.
Flanking.
Gorilla going to get tagged by the Void Seeker.
No one is hitting Nashor.
Ooh, Mickey. I mean, these Qs are actually really impactful.
Oh!
Over the wall, just going to find Mickey's clone, True Shot Barrage. Searching for the LeBlanc, as now it's a fight on a couple of fronts. But Sandbox have full control. Mickey getting primally surged back up to basically full health. And Sandbox can do this now. 20 seconds on the Cloud Drake, but they don't care. Because it's not Cloud Soul or even a very relevant Drake at all.
Yeah.
And therefore they're going to start off this Baron. Hybrid is going to find the Void Seeker on it, so they know exactly what's going on.
Summit is spotted.
Yeah, control ward here. It's going to be cleared as Secret, thinking about trying to get on over. Mickey, Blast Cones his way in, Gorilla down to half. Fate also tagged by some spears. And Gorilla not having very much health is actually a big problem. Unbreakable Will has to be used here by Fate. He's not going to be able to hijack that one again.
Oh.
Now Solo One Prince have a whole lot of control.
Good rotation. Hybrid is pinging mid turret.
I mean, he'll need 3 autos to kill that turret. Maybe this is the play. It's not about killing the champions, it's about killing the turrets. And now Ixu going to try and ult out of this one. True Shot Barrage over a few members. But what they're trying to do is stop backs. But no, Hybrid has actually come to join the fight. I don't know. I don't know whether I agree, because that would have been inhibitor.
Yeah, I agree. And they can for sure just back out, because Alisa having flash up and his Volibear and his
I
LeBlanc.
love Summit staying there just in case they go for a Baron. So he can flash in and kill everyone. Hybrid will be able to 3-hit this Dragon.
But yeah, this game is so intense because it's just do or die game. You know, one team fight, one little small detail is gonna change the game. So, and this is one of the great chance for Hybrid to prove himself again.
Oh my goodness! He has a Merc Scimitar!
Woohoo!
Oh, that's amazing.
Thank
6
you so
items as
much.
well have been completed by Hybrid. He is gigantic.
Finally, QSS, man. I'm glad. Now I can sleep.
Well, I mean, look at how much they've sacrificed to make sure that Hybrid got to this point. He has so much of the farm, and he's taken all of it from Ixu, he's taken all of it from Mickey. I mean, they're both 70-odd CS behind, but you have to get Hybrid there.
Spotlight! That QSS, man!
Beautiful.
I love it!
Thank you very much, KR Broadcast. That's what we needed. So, can they actually utilize this item choice to win themselves a team fight? Because Hybrid still has to be in a good position, not get caught out. Still got a 700
Voldemort
gold
is hitting
bounty.
turret, man. On
I
the
mean-
bot side.
Yeah, Summit's going to go over. He doesn't have his Leandry's complete just yet. Sky Strike comes in. Summit deals with the minion wave, but Ixu does not take a lot of damage right here as Root looking to try and come over. There's an exhaust to slow him down. They want another stun, but he's got so much tenacity at this point. I don't think they're going to be able to catch up to the bear, who can just turn on the sirens and run away. No Barons to be started just yet, though, as Root probably going to turn that stopwatch into a Guardian Angel at some point. Fate went back. He's got a really cool hat. There's the burning face from Summit. Still needs a Void Staff, though, guys.
Yeah, and also I think Sandbox had really great chance towards the 5-5 team fight, but I think they were confusing between just defending bot lane or forcing Nashor, and it came out really bad. And finally, Hybrid got the QSS, so there is really low chance him dying randomly.
Yeah. Well, this is going to come down to 80 carries, I think. It's whether Root can actually do some work up against this uber-fed Kai'Sa. Back's coming in. There's the teleport back. GA complete. So 6 items on Root now as well. They're less expensive ones, but they do still have it. There's a headbutt pull from Secret, who's trying to start this fight. Fate goes in. Gets himself an unbreakable will as now Ixu running for the hills at this point. True Shot Barrage going to go entirely wide. Oh, the Abduct lands onto Hybrid. That's why he had to build that Merc Scimitar, but still, now that's on cooldown. No flash available, and Sandbox will move straight to this Baron. Mickey, he's heading towards some inhibitors. There's no inhibitor turret mid lane. This is still an opportunity for Sandbox to, for Solo One Prince to get some funny business happening. Q is going to tag Secret though. No ulti available. He's going to have to flash out as now. Oh my god, somebody doesn't have any stopwatch, no nothing, and now it's just chaos in amongst this team fight. Hybrid's still alive, but they found him. They've dived on top of him, but he's still on Fate. Will find a chain lash onto Kuma, who will go golden, and now Mickey and Kuma versus the World Root. Can he do it? I think he can. He's got the True Shot Barrage. He'll find Mickey now, who distorts his way out. On Fleek's still up, but Mickey's the last man standing.
Holy moly, that was so intense. And
my god, this game is just off the hook, dude.
How the heck Root didn't die there? I mean, he had GA.
Yeah, GA had Bork. He's got like a lot of life still. I mean, this is an Ezreal without Death's Dance as well. It's even more amazing that he didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, that was really great re-engage by Sandbox after Alisa losing ultimate. But after that, Mickey and Ixu just find out the great opportunity towards Summit, and I was thinking that maybe Serum Prince was just winning this game so easily, but that exhaust by Gorilla saved the day, saved the game.
I mean, Gorilla is like low-key Pog for every single game that Sandbox play.
If there was no exhaust on that moment, on that Kai'Sa, they could just...
Oh, it was game over. And the crazy thing is Summit got 800 damage from this mega-fed glass cannon.
But anyways, you know, like that was LeBlanc picking up the great opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to raise up Mickey more because it's pretty hard to play cannon against LeBlanc, you know? But anyways, I think he should look for flanks, not grouping as 5 with teammates, you know? He has TP, he has Spellbook, he has Flash on. So they are forcing Nashor right now, and there is still backdoor potential by Serum Prince as well.
Yep, full vision available here, as Void Seeker will find Summit in the backline, but it looks like this Baron is just going to be taken by Sandbox.
But Secret!
Yeah, there's the Zenith Blade in. Gorilla actually wants this fight, as now Ixu being chased down by Fate, and there's the Solar Flare. Secret blows the ultimate, but maybe a little bit too late. As Hybrid's still up, guys, you just have to keep watching this Kai'Sa to see when she can get something done. This is going to be Cloud Soul available. Who cares about Cloud Soul? Baron claimed by Sandbox. I mean, Ixu's actually getting pretty big right now.
Yeah.
There's a teleport top lane. Fate just trying to push down this wave, and they can make this about smoke and mirrors with a Baron buff. Could certainly change the outlook of this game. Death Dance now completed by Root as he sells his GA. It was on cooldown. He can go back next time, sell his boots, get another GA. That should be fine, as now Hybrid and Ixu lying in wait.
Looking for just random cheesy play. But it's really great time to do that, because one kill is going to end the game.
Yeah. Well, Summit, he just goes back. so close to Void
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
I mean, there is Nasher, so Sandbox can literally just poke them down and look for some opportunity. And yeah, the fight is always just going great by Gorilla using the ultimate towards Alista. So yeah, if they can build up the normal structure in the team fight again, then I don't think there is a chance for like Kaisa being a 1v9 player at this point. There's no flash as well.
Tell you what though, I mean the Morello's just looking a bit weird. Oh my, okay, Mickey gonna take more damage than he delivers, but does get it on an AoE. Now Sandbox, all 5 members grouped around this inhibitor turret. They should be able to even out that inhibitor turret count.
Slowly poking.
Yeah, the siege minion still alive and not a lot of
Turret
range.
is gone.
Spear is going to be there, but yeah, you're right. This turret should go down. But Summit, I mean, he is full glass cannon.
Yeah.
He wants the Zhonya's so bad. But does have teleport, so he can come through for a flank, and that's what they're looking for here. Teleport has started right into the middle of this fight as Summit. There's the huge ulti! Massive damage potential, but Hybrid not going to get hit by it. The Alistair going to go down. The cannon also is falling. And Hybrid, there's the exhaust! Will Root actually be able to get the damage? He flashes. Hybrid still trying to kite, but he can't do it. The Ezreal's too big. Mickey is going to go down, and Sandbox will find the 2-0.
Holy moly, maybe Korean community.
My God, dude.
Maybe Korean community will blame me for voting Gorilla this game, but this too.
Oh, just do it, dude. Yeah, that won them the game.
Just save the game. Gorilla should get spotlight this game, but also there was great teamfight by Root. All the Sandbox members just played perfect, and this is the game.
Oh, that is
Holy
devastating
man.
for Solo One Prince, though. Hybrid, he was so fed, but he had such a gigantic target on his back.